Yesterday, my publicist at Simon & Schuster emailed me that the final copies of Soulmatch had arrived and that he was going to send me them, one for me to sign and one for me to keep until my author copies arrived. So I have just received that package. My family is home for summer break. My daughter is off screen. She just got back from the gym. For comparison, this is my ARC, and so I'm just so curious how the final copy compares to. The ARC doesn't have the acknowledgements at the end, so my family finally gets to read my acknowledgements, and I'm really excited about that. Okay, I wasn't expecting this today. I thought it would take a lot longer for these to arrive. I'm so nervous. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go.
Whoa.
All right, it's upside down, it's upside down.
Oh my gosh.
Holy, oh, there she is. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
It looks so good.
That's insane.
Oh, it's got like this gold foil kind of effect to it.
That's really cool.
Oh, it's
That is
so
awesome.
cool. Holy moly. Look, you guys, there's all the quotes from my friends who blurbed my book. Look
So
how pretty the
different.
colors look.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Look at the improvement in the colors.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yay!
It's so pretty.
Does it look?
Oh, there's the blurb, and we'll read that. Not the blurb, but the jacket copy. You know what I mean. And then, there she is, her gold spice.
Nice.
Here's another comparison. In the ARC, we used this for the chapter headers and then realized it looks a little too much like the X-Men symbol, so I had an artist create a new symbol for the chapter headers, and it is gorgeous. This is the chapter header. It's a Carrefour diamond, which is mentioned many, many times and plays an important role in the story. Or should I read it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll read the acknowledgements. Though but one name appears on Soulmatch's cover, writing and publishing isn't a silent endeavor. Not by far. I owe so much to so many, and while I'm gonna get emotional. While I try my best to name them all, there are dozens, likely hundreds more, from mailrooms to executives, from early reviewers to librarians, to whom I offer my sincere gratitude. Thank you to my agent, Michelle Wolfson, for pulling me out of the slush pile and seeing this project through to the end. I couldn't have done this without your expertise, guidance, and persistence. Thanks to Michelle and a healthy dose of good fortune, I ended up with the best publishing team ever assembled. My editor, Nicole Alou, made me a better writer all around. What a joy to find someone who shares my affinity for exclamation points. And I put 5 exclamation points at the end of that sentence. The keen eyes of my copy editor, Miranda Valenti, proofreader, Ella Schwartz, and production editor, Morgan York, rooted out grammatical errors and mind-blowing inconsistencies. The immensely talented Kat Fat designed Soulmatch's drool-worthy cover art, and Alex Kelleher and Lindsay Ferris set a high bar against which I'll measure any future publicist. Soulmatch touches on some difficult and complex topics, namely suicide and religion, which I sought to handle with sensitivity and accuracy. Thank you to my authenticity reader, who prefers to remain anonymous, and Dr. Martin Oliver for lending your insight and expertise to these passages. I couldn't have navigated my debut year without the camaraderie of my fellow 2025 debuts, notably Veronica Bain, my agent sibling who I now call friend. Be sure to pick up her YA theme park murder mystery, Difficult Girls, which comes out on July 8th. Pitching a novel requires entirely different skills from writing one, but I learned those with the help of M.M. Fink, Sylvia Young's Pit Mad Hatters, and Kathy Vereek's Pitch to Publish community. Authors Constance Sayers and Jenny Hale gave me primers on the publishing industry and provided much needed encouragement. Constance has continued her valuable mentorship through this lengthy process. Please read her magical novels, you won't regret it. Soulmatch went through dozens upon dozens of revisions over the past 5 years. With each round, I found new readers who gifted me with their time and suggestions. My critique partners were Jenny Kahlberg, Miranda Combs, Angie Paxton, and Stephanie Medrick. I won partial critiques from Ren Chupeco and Carolyn Tara O'Neill, and I honed Soulmatch's first chapters with feedbacks from Kristen Kutrib, Simeon Kerr, Claire Draycott, Sarah Burchett, Lucia Scarano, Sue Newton, Marcy Hull, Megan Perry, Kathy Bemiller, Nick DeSalvo, Sonia Hartle, Rachel Lorister, and Heather Robb. My much loved beta readers include Mark Danzenbaker, Megan Corbett, Hannah Corbett, Tim Corbett, Chase Danzenbaker, Tracy Cronin, Heather McDade, Jennifer Vaselli, Maureen Sider, Elizabeth Ross, Megan Lamb, John Lamb, Carrie Light, Whitney Roots, Kristen Pasquale, Beth Cook, Maddie Wassoff, Gabby Pritchett, Caitlin Balovich, Tiffany Perry, Jill Knowlton, and Britt Cooper. My apologies if I missed anyone. Without your validation, I would have given up years ago. My street team is the very best. Thank you for your enthusiastic support. Let's freaking go. To my dear friends and family, I can't begin to tell you how much your comments, shares, and messages have meant to me. From lending an ear when I needed comfort to celebrating my every win, no matter how big or small, you kept me moving toward the finish line one foot after the other. I love you all so much. My lifelong friends, Whitney and Carrie, are as awesome as Vivi and Cora, their fictional counterparts. Sympathetic, intelligent, down-to-earth, and goofy as hell. I hope we find each other in our next lives. To Megan and Mark, my biggest cheerleaders, who read this story way back when I was drafting it in Evernote. Tip for new writers, do not do this. You have propped me up, one on either side, since the summer of 2020. You continued to believe in Soulmatch when I had given up hope. If it weren't for you two, this book would not exist. Megan, I'm looking forward to our double rooms in the nursing home. When should we put in our deposit? Mark, it didn't take a curling to figure out you are my soulmate. I've known since the day we met. I love you and I love us. Jason, Clara, I hope my publishing journey inspires you to pursue your own dreams, no matter how difficult, no matter how lofty. When the day comes that I'm no longer able to tell you myself, simply open Soulmatch to this page, close your eyes, and feel how proud I am of you. I am so honored you chose me to be your mom. Carry forth, Becky.